Before we start this video, I'd like to say that snagging for non-game fish in Missouri is open from September 15th to January 31st. So yes, it is snagging season for rough fish. We are at Merrimack Bottom. This is the part of the Merrimack where the river expands, widens, and it's very, very deep. And since the dead of winter, the only place where you're actually going to catch a fish is where the river is very, very deep, because they're all hiding in deep water, those darn fish. The problem with the Merrimack in a lot of places is there's like, when you get to a good fishing spot like this, it's extremely muddy and there's like a 30-foot cliff steep slope down. I kind of miss the Wisconsin where the rock and the sugar, many places is just like, you're right there. But this is a good place to fish hopefully, and hopefully we can get some fish. There's very little current, which is good for the winter, and very little wind, but it's a pain in the ass getting to this place. It's not that much of a pain in the ass, but that's how most things in life are, kids. They're pains in the ass. Ask your parents, they'll tell you. All right, let's get some lines in the water and let's start fishing. Okay, got one already. This one's got some fight to it too. Oh, I think this one's not extremely small. Probably not incredibly big, but it's not incredibly small either. It's a nice fish. Well, nice for me catching nothing the last multiple days. Oh, it's a drum, yes. Dinner drum. Freshwater drum. This will make nice dinner tonight. Mr. Drum, I haven't had drum soup in a long time. You're gonna be the star of the dinner table. No, not the dinner table. Yes, Drum, the dinner table. No! Well, that was fun. It's the first fish I caught, a decent fish I've caught in a long time. See if I got anything else on the line. Yeah, I got another fish already. Got another one. I think it might be a drum again. Got a fish. Oh yeah, it's fighting pretty hard. It's probably it's another drum. There's tons of drums here. This one's a little smaller than the other one, but it'll be good for dinner. Definitely be good for dinner. Another drum. 2 for the table tonight, Mr. Drum. Not the table. Yes, Mr. Drum, you're going in the food bucket. No! Long-nosed gar. Someone had to kill it. This thing's 20 pounds, probably like 30, 40 years old. I think I would have loved to catch this thing. Thing's at least like 3-4 foot long. Just really pissed off that someone had to kill it because this is a really good animal and it's native here. It's a rough fish, so there's nothing against killing them, but you'd love to catch something like this and you hate to see it go to waste like this, man. Nice animal there. Too bad. Don't kill gar when you catch them, folks. That gar was kind of upsetting. I mean, you shouldn't kill beautiful animals like that for no apparent reason. I know some people hate gar because they do mess up string, but 20-pound fish, man. Surprise catch. Get it back so other people can catch it, you know? You don't have to kill everything just because it's not the fish you're after. Got to protect the ecosystem. Fish like that don't come around very often. Small guys I see all the time, but that's a big one. That is a big one. Got another one. Pretty feisty. I think it's a drum again. There's a lot of them here this time of the year, obviously. And we could, since I haven't been catching anything the last 2 weeks, we could use as many for the dinner table as possible. Keeping all the small fish, letting the big ones go, because the big ones are too hard to get home anyways, and they're not tasty. Small fish are tasty. This is a tasty one. Tasty drum. It's a little big actually, but it's fairly tasty, I guess. Decided to keep that one because still decent table fare. Would want the drum slightly smaller, but at that size they're still okay to eat. They're not great, but they're okay to eat. So I've changed up the drum to a very small shad, like a minnow-sized shad, and I'm going to see if anything bites that. Back at Merrimack Bottoms, it's actually a sunny day today, but it doesn't look like the fish are quite biting as well as yesterday, which is a little weird. Usually sunny days are better for fishing for me, but we're going to throw this big lure out there and see what we can get. I know there's a lot of rough fish here at this time of the year, so I'm going to try some snag-alicious stuff as well, because I'm pretty sure it's actually legal to snag Asian carp, because the DNR has been trying to get rid of Asian carp, and I would love to be able to use one of the Asian carp as bait for gato fish. So the gato fish bait I have right now is well, it's not great. say it's not great at all. But all right, I think I got one finally. The Snagalicious one. It's a small one. It's a small fish. I think it's a small fish. It's a small fish. Oh, it's a small catfish. It's a small gato fish. It's not even gato enough to keep. A tiny gato fish. Snagged it, but it was a tiny gato fish, not something I was trying to snag. A tiny gato fish. You get to go. You're not even gato enough to keep. There you go. All right, let's do this some Snagalicious on Asian carp. Oh, I got one. This one's bigger. This one's bigger. This one's definitely bigger. Yeah, man, I think it's an Asian carp. That means my parents like eating Asian carp. I actually don't like eating Asian carp at all. I think there's too many spines on them, but yeah, Asian carp. I think like everyone is essentially hooking into Asian carp here. They're invasive, so the DNR doesn't really care if we get them or not. So yeah, 20-pound Powerline Pro. It's pretty good. It's not too big of a fish. It's not too big of a fish. And I also got a steel leader on this, so I'm not really too afraid to pull against this fish. Got one though. Got one. Yeah, the bait's not working. If it's an Asian carp, I'm keeping it. Because my parents like Asian carp. I do not like Asian carp. Oh, this one's big. It's like, well, it's not huge. I can feel the weight on it. It doesn't seem huge. It's definitely a, is that a gato fish? No, it's not a gato fish. Looks like a buffalo. Yeah, it's a buffalo. It's a buffalo. There's a huge buffalo. It's a huge buffalo. Oh my God. It's a huge buffalo. Oh, it actually hooked it in the mouth. Oh, bill. Yeah, it's a big. I actually hooked it in the mouth. This is a 16-pound largemouth buffalo. 16 pounds. One of the biggest fish I've caught on video this year. 16-pound largemouth buffalo. I'm gonna go ahead and let this thing go. All right, buffalo. Going back in the water. Been out pretty long. Had to handle you a bit. Back in the water. There you go, buffalo. There you go, back in the water. All right, got another one. This one's not that big. This one's not that big. Well, it could be, I can't really gauge. And I feel on my medium heavy, but this one doesn't feel as big as the other one. It's gonna be a decent one. Let's try to get it in. Some drag pulling, but it's getting closer. There we go. It's a paddlefish. It's a paddlefish. I'm gonna let this dude go because paddlefish, you can't keep them. They're not allowed to be kept. So there you go, paddlefish. Well, not. There you go. There's the paddlefish. Gonna send it on its way out in the deeper water. There you go. Nice paddlefish. Nice paddlefish. Well, I was trying to get an Asian carp for dinner, but failed to get the Asian carp. So we're gonna go with a catfish, a buffalo, and a spoonbill. The spoonbill you're actually not supposed to catch, but I'm pretty sure Asian carp you can snag year round. Same thing with rough fish for the most part, or at least this is rough fish season. Spoonbill you just snag by accident from time to time while you're trying to like either fish or snag stuff. And I didn't get anything on the baits today, so that's all that is right now. I will see you guys next time.